Are we under compulsion and pressure to fulfill mandates from leaders of other countries? So where is our independence, self-independence? Where is our values? Where are our moral ethics? Have we no regard and respect for the sanctity of life? So if the president of United States do not put us under pressure, does it mean that the lives of Nigerians will be jeopardized? The sanctity of life will not be regarded and respected? Does it mean that they will no longer be pushed back on these Islamic jihadist terrorists who daily kills our people? Does it mean that our intentions are not solely done from our human, moral, and reasoning faculty? Does it mean that we do not have drives and motivations in that as we hold political offices? We do not have visions for the commoners and Nigerians as a whole. This is the question I'm asking. Do we need external push to make us do what we are supposed to do? Should our Senate president tell our nominee, the Minister of Defense, that he should respond accordingly to the President of the United States when we have our own president, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, and the President of Nigeria, a sovereign nation, an independent nation? Does it mean that we are being driven to neo-colonialism? Does it mean that we believe in the white supremacy and that we as blacks cannot independently rule and make things happen without external forces, without the whites, without our former colonial masters? This should be corrected because Nigerians, especially the young-minded Nigerians, should be able to understand what drives our intention, what is our motivation in the things that we do. Because this is not right. But I want to welcome the effort of the Senate President by ensuring that the nominated candidate for the office of the Minister of Defense do not just come and bow and go. It still makes a lot of sense because as when he bows and go, we will not have gotten a detailed account, even as former Chief of Defense Staff, a detailed account of which way forward. Because being a former Chief of Defense Staff, apart from budgetary, he is privy to information and knowledge about how the military personnel operates and how things are run. So he should be able to tell us where we are and where we are going. So I really appreciate the Senate President for that, and that Nigeria demanded to know according to the Constitution. It's our right to know because he is accountable to us as taxpayers, you know, and not just as taxpayers, but for the sanctity of both of our soul and our mind. Because what is happening is so disturbing. So some Nigerians can go and have a rest. So we want to welcome the Honorable General nominee, Minister of Defense, for his impeccable character, a wonderful track record for being able to give clarity on how to tackle these insurgents, Islamic jihadist terrorists that has plagued our country and our nation. We, as Nigerians, we support you, we pray for you, and we believe you will succeed. I also want to, I'm so grateful how he was able to put clarity concerning negotiating with terrorists, that is not allowed in his scheme of work, because our constitution does not allow negotiation for terrorists. And I also would like to applaud him for most of our military officers who have become negligent to their duty by saying that they have to receive order to open fire to terrorist attack or insurgents. So I don't think that is necessary. So he has also put clarity to this, that if you have sent out to the field, use your cognitive reasoning, and you have to be proactive. You don't need any other direction from above. You just have to do what, as a Nigerian soldier, patriotic, loyal to this country, should do against insurgents and terrorism and banditry. So going forward, I would like to talk about Matawale assertion concerning banditry, and that not all bandits are criminals. I think the Minister of State of Defense should be brought to book. Why he should make such assertions? Is it giving room for banditry to operate? Is it giving them license to an impunity to commit their nefarious acts? So he should be brought to book, because he should explain to Nigerians how come the destruction of properties, robbery, rape is not inclusive and an undesirable element in banditry, or why it should not be a criminal act. And finally, I would like to comments about what the nominee, the Minister of Defense, said concerning the exploration and exploitation of our mineral resources, which is which I know is a conspiracy theory. Yes, because there are government officials in conjunction with the Chinese expatriates or investors who collaborate with these terrorists. This because the terrorists, the Islamic jihadi terrorists, they masquerade themselves as bandits, as armed robbers, as kidnappers. So this is a facade. This is a masquerade. This is a covering where they still use to to commit their nefarious acts to be able to accrue income to fund their terrorism. So these are ways of of monetizing. When they kidnap people, they receive ransom so that they can have enough money to take care of themselves, buy weapons, and equip themselves. A way of funding themselves. So I'm so grateful he was also able to put more clarity concerning the exploration of these mineral resources, because these are mineral resources, radium, gold, and other platinum that are distributed within Zamfara, Kaduna, and all region part of the north are funded, are supported, you know, by this Chinese government and our government officials, and as a means of exploitation of our mineral resources. We had our wonderful Senator Adamu Shomole. You know, he also gave clarity to these assertions and issues. So it's a welcome development. It's a welcome development. I'm not against the President of the United States, President Donald Trump intervention, especially declaring Nigeria as a country of designating Nigeria as a country of concern. His intervention actually um, spur us into action. If not, we would have remained complacent, you know, and the lives of Nigerians would have been jeopardized, and lives or property would have, been wasted. But I really want to thank the President of the United States of America for his intervention, for his push. But should we be pushed? Should we be spun by our colonial masters? Are we being recolonized? Are we under neo-colonialism? Should we be spun into action? When we come into political offices like this, we should have determination, we should have political will, we should have visions, goals of what we want to do. Because Abraham Lincoln said, don't think about what your country will do for you, but what you do for your country. So I really want to appreciate this development, and I pray that we take the necessary correction and be more self-willed, even as blacks. You know, Nigeria is the most populous black nation in the world, a sovereign nation. We have calibers of intellectuals all over the world. So these calibers of intellectuals left this country to make other nations, you know, viable and productive. So why can't we do it on our own, self-reliant, independent, sovereign? So this is Pastor Chinazar, your life coach, motivational speaker, a reformer, a transformer strategy, added to my resume, a conflict resolution specialist. Comment. I see. I don't need a external push for me to do that which is right. God bless you.